party people. I'm here with Genesis Delanhen today and Walter Delanhen. Say hi, Walter. Alright, check out some of the beautiful sights I've gotten to see. You know me, looking at that outside shit. Kind of the difference between growing up in California versus growing up in Oklahoma. Now, Genesis was actually born in California, but she left when she was really young. So, her opinion.
Not really an Okie.
So she's not really an Okie. She's from
Fontana.
All right. Snow days. Do we know what that means?
Probably not.
Kids from California, a random day off in the middle of the year just due to weather hazards?
Well, it's either that or risk driving on ice and dying.
Oh,
So
that's why we don't do snow days. We have like super, super hot temperatures. I'm from Coachella Valley, like Palm Springs area. So like we'll have days where they'll tell you you shouldn't go outside because it's 118 degrees.
wow.
But they never canceled school for that. I remember being in elementary school, like running around on the blacktop in the playground, like when it was hot like that in September. Like,
I heard New York actually
Oh, God.
closes classes when it's too cold outside.
when it's too cold.
Like they actually cancel classes. No, I guess like I mean if when it snows they don't just close down. It just depends on if it's super icy and like buses are gonna be in danger.
Yeah, so
It depends.
we're lucky, but also it's kind of ass to have to make up school at the end of the year, probably. Those like 5 snow days, and then you guys are.
Yeah. No, there was one year that I didn't go until September, and I still got out before every single school. So I had a month less of school compared to every other school.
Because everybody else had snow days?
I think our school was under construction, and then we made sure not to take any snow days. So if we died, we died.
Happens.
But we still got out early and had a month less of school, which was a win. Because I'm not a school person.
How about natural disasters? What kind of natural disasters do you guys get here in Oklahoma?
We get tornadoes.
What?
Tornadoes, but actually now we have 2. Now we get tornadoes and earthquakes. Been getting earthquakes recently.
You get earthquakes?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were safe from those.
No, we used to be, but then the tectonic plates are separating enough to, I don't know my science,
Climate change?
but I think because of that happening and all that, like we're starting to receive, like we usually get earthquakes because of your guys' earthquakes, so like your guys' aftershocks end up being our earthquakes, or we've had like our own full earthquake.
Like, damn California.
Yeah.
Giving us earthquakes. Yeah, that's the only thing we really have is earthquakes and like a bunch of fires. But a lot of our fires are man-made. The government's like, oh yeah.
Oh no, breakout of fire.
Really? With all the fields and crops and stuff? You guys don't have like...
those are the only
But that's
ones.
like,
We have controlled fires.
controlled fires.
Yeah,
not
to burn
for,
crops, yeah.
like not accidental. Also, I'm wearing a seatbelt. She's wearing a seatbelt too. You just can't see because, oh, she's not.
Let me
Good influences. I just wanted to
seatbelts
show off the jewelry.
so we can be safe.
This week's Romy in the Desert. You guys saw this in a post a few weeks ago, but one of my favorites
A bunch
here.
of crap because my dog's not strapped in. Guys, don't hate. It's fine.
We won't tag PETA in this.
I know.
Something that we do from Coachella Valley is we all get in the car and we drive up to LA or something like that, you know, because there's like amusement parks, you have like Six Flags, Disneyland, anything in that direction. You have all the beaches. There's a bunch of like club scenes, party scenes, music scenes out there.
LA. That's different.
Right. When you say LA, it just covers like the entire like.
There's like so many other.
That cool end of Southern California, you know, that whole LA County.
There's still
plus like
Napa
another.
and San Fran. And
Okay, well that's the Bay. That's northern.
There's still so many other options. I'll tell you what we do here.
What do we do for your 21st birthday?
We went to B-Dubs the actual day of, because that's all there is to do in my town is B-Dubs. The only pop-in spot or Walmart.
B-Dubs was actually, I've never had good service at Buffalo Wild Wings until I came to Oklahoma.
Really?
So shout out to B-Dubs Oklahoma.
I think compared to Hollywood, yes, because I used to work at the Hollywood one, and that service was a little rough.
I've never been to a Buffalo Wild Wings that like served me on time or greeted me on like anything, and like all the waitresses are always so rude and like their tits are in my face. Like I don't need that. Like you can give me your tits, but like also ask me my order and give me my food on time.
Yeah, they're nice. They're cool or whatever. No,
to beat-ups for her actual birthday.
And then, oh my gosh, in OKC, Bricktown, if y'all know,
They don't know
you
what
know.
OKC is.
If you know, you know. There will be people that know.
Bricktown.
OKC is
Bricktown.
Oklahoma City, and there's this little town. It's like just, what would it be? Like Hollywood inside of Los Angeles? Essentially, but like LA's just so, it's a whole county, so it's so many cities.
It would be not like Hollywood, but like
anyway,
like Chinatown. Like it's
Yeah.
like a novelty area.
yeah.
Bricktown
okay.
is like where the entire. Explain to them what Bricktown is.
I mean, it's like a small town that most people go to get turned.
But what it was
Where
built
it's
like.
poppin'. I don't know the history.
It's like lined with bricks is why it's called Bricktown. Like the sidewalks are lined with bricks or something.
I was just informed this. I don't know any of that. But basically, there is a place called the Piano Bar, and they're so cool.
We get Liddy Titties for her 21st.
I want to go again. It was so much fun.
It's called Murphy's Piano Bar. Murphy's Dueling Pianos in Oklahoma City. It was, and
What
it's
was
like.
the restaurant?
I don't remember
It
what
was
the
like
restaurant
Jones
was called. We went to
something.
this really neat restaurant before that
So
called
cool.
Jones.
They had the
It
Great
looked
Gatsby.
like a giant version of the Amity Cafe mixed with a bar, but expensive, with like touchscreen mirrors and like
It was so cool.
it was so.
My friend planned it. She did a good job.
Shout out to Brittany, Juliana, Giuliano. What, like some karaoke and singing and.
It was fun. And then
Jenny
we went
had
to this
quite a great
arcade
time.
bar.
And then we went to this
I'm
arcade bar.
kind of upset I didn't get to play more games though. I only got to play the Mortal Kombat game, but that place was cool. I would definitely go back just to be able to play games.
It's kinda
You only
like-
pay like $5 to get in.
Yeah, it's
You
kind of
play
like
all the
Glitch,
games.
but it's actually much bigger than Glitch. It's like Glitch plus a whole other side, like other room. And yeah, it's the same thing. You pay a $5 cover charge and you get in and you can play all the retro games.
So fun.
There's a dance floor in this one.
Oh yeah. I was getting lit.
It was really freaking cool, man. They had a skee ball machine. They had like
Girl.
basketball. It was a lot of fun. We had a really good time for her birthday.
It was really fun.
She drank a lot of water,
I hydrated.
took care of herself. We didn't look
For
stupid.
the win.
You know how we do. And we looked good that night too. I wish we got pictures. But we know. And you know we looked good.
We can go in like the picture.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we tried to record a video yesterday. I'll put an insert for you guys. My phone deleted the 8-minute video, so now all I have is these two 20-second clips of us staring at the camera.
Did you see? I'll tell you later. I'm getting
What's
filmed
secretive?
right now. No, I was gonna say, did you see? You can cut this out, but did you? Let's not waste the storage. Excuse me.
All right, Bia Boars.
I want you to like zoom in on that burp. Excuse me.
Oh, it's been a great time in Oklahoma. I'll see you guys soon. Carpe Mundo and all that shit. Hashtag roam me in the desert, because I don't forget that shit. Mwah. Like, so I'll,
What a shame.
what a shame.
I had some tachos from Sonic for the first time. They did me dirty. I ended up on the toilet.
They were bomb though.
They were pretty good.
So if you're like looking to like drunchy it up, I would probably get some tonic, what are they? Tachos.
I should have known by the name. I should have known once.
Tater tots, nachos, cheese, jalapeno, bacon.
It was a recipe for disaster.
It was a recipe for
I should have
a
known.
painful toilet morning, indeed.
Man, let's talk about education. Oklahoma's education, at least in my school, trash. I don't know nothing.
Okay, but
I barely remember Pythagoras' theorem.
you guys learn
Also,
about
I
other states, though. Look, we only really learn about like California and like really important like
Yeah.
things happening. You guys are super
Yeah, we're
knowledgeable on like we're Californians and we're the only ones that matter in this world.
The
Like,
amount of people that I met that don't know about Oklahoma is crazy.
people that literally go Oklahoma. What's that?
Someone asked me what's an Oklahoma, like A-N. What's in Oklahoma? Oklahoma's a state, honey boo. What do you mean?
different. It's pretty neat, honestly. A lot more.
I never noticed a little more sky until you said something about that.
And that too, you get more sky. Like over here, I'm looking at like an 80% picture of sky right now.
We have clean air. Wait, that's more
Clean air. Clean air right now. Let me just say, my nostrils have not burned since I've been here, and I don't even.
I feel like that's only adding Hollywood though, because or LA in general. LA's air is just.
My air is not the greatest in Coachella. We've been getting really bad air conditions. Yeah.
Wow.
Because we're like in this pit, right, in these mountains, so all the smog just kind of comes.
Did you feel that one earthquake? Because I guess when I had first came back, there was an earthquake that was like a really big one.
I think so.
There's two actually.
I think we had 2 or 3 since you moved back, and I think I felt 1. Look at one.
So cute.
I guess we're gonna wrap this video up. I asked you guys for questions for this video, and I got 1 question. So for all y'all in my DMs asking me questions all the time, I don't want to hear them. I gave you an opportunity.
What did they ask?
The 1 question I got was, do you work out?
I actually happen to work out every morning now, so good timing. Now I have an actual answer for you, not like oh yeah, I guess I kind of work out. No, I got my membership at Planet Fitness. I go at 6 a.m. It's hell.
But then how do you feel at 3 p.m.?
I feel good. I'm getting
decent.
muscle. I'm cutting.
Are you sleeping more at night?
No. I go to bed late and then I still have to wake up at 6 a.m. Dreadful.
All right, so that's the next positive step. Do I work out? I have a nice little warm-up stretch routine I do in the morning. I touch my toes for 20 seconds. I sit on the floor and then touch my toes again for 20 seconds.
So
sometimes if I need to wake up, I do 25, 30 squats. But no, I don't
have
work
a
out.
routine. I have arm day and leg day.
I used to. Hunter, if you guys know Hunter Lyon, he showed me how to shadow box. So I had like this whole warm-up routine that I would do for like 15 minutes. It was great. Genesis used to see it. Had my weights, but since Hollywood,
yeah,
I'm pretty active generally.
I was the opposite. I mean, I guess I still dance somewhere, but
Right. But and do I see myself working out anytime soon? No. Meditating more, yeah. More morning like routine warm up type shit, but not like working on my body necessarily. I'm fine. I need to eat better. Distance?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
here, how when they tell you it's gonna take you 2 hours to get somewhere, like it actually will take you 2 hours. It's not like over there, like they'll say 2 hours, but it'll actually take you like 6. You then waste the whole day in your car. That's a relief. Like if it's 10 miles away, it's a minute per mile. So you're going to take 10 minutes to get.
Yeah, 10 miles in LA could be anywhere from
If that, 10 minutes.
15
could be like 2
minutes
miles.
to like
No,
10 miles.
I remember,
10 miles could take an hour and a half easy.
I remember having a friend that lived in East LA, and he drove to us in Hollywood, and I called him so mad. I was like, "Where are you?" And literally, it had been like probably almost an hour. And East LA should be a 10-minute drive. Like we timed it one time at night when there was no cars, there was no traffic, and it took us 10 minutes, and he took like an hour and a half to get to my house. I was livid. And he was like, "Sorry, traffic." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing." It's stupid.
It's stupid.
And from Hollywood
And people
to
drive
Universal,
so annoying.
it should be like a 5-6 minute drive. It should be.
Right.
It should be. But sometimes
Realistically.
it'll take like an hour, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, if you guys work at Universal Studios Hollywood, make sure there's no events or parades going on or like jogathons happening while you have to work.
Marathon. Yeah.
Whew, yeah, if you live in LA, make sure you know about all the events going on if you have to work.
The parades.
Like, make sure you get yourself up at least like 3 hours before just to check, and then you can go back to sleep and do your thing. But check, because the traffic will have you late, mad, and fired in an instant. Like,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anything else you want to say about Oklahoma? Anywhere you recommend going? Bricktown was pretty cool. Oklahoma City.
There's only 2 places to go. It's OKC and Tulsa. There's no other option. There's nothing else. That's it. In California, you got options on options on options on options.
But look at that sky. I mean, you can get the sky in other places, but
Nah.
all right.
Just don't cut it. It just doesn't cut it.
I've had an incredible week here. I'm gonna miss my roommate, but I'm glad we got to reunite and all that bull jazz.
I know. That's so crazy.
Let's thank our cameo guest star today, Walter, and Jenny's mom.
Oh yeah, she's driving. We're not driving.
We're not
I'm sure you
driving.
noticed that, but we were going to. But then we realized it's a bad idea.
All right. Much love. Carpe mundo. Adios. Hashtag roll me in the desert.
Excuse me.